Matter of fact, before they stopped it, I said every time I stop somebody, I call it out.
Every time he come in the corner and talk to me, I said, yo, what you doing?
To say about the charges against you.
Gervonta, you was charged.
You got nothing to say, guys. Come with me. I'm your body.
Did you punch that woman in the face?
You got nothing to say.
What happens when loyalty breaks and old friends turn into rivals? This isn't just another boxing feud. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, fired up and fresh out of court after a federal raid, is making headlines for landing a shocking punch. The target? None other than Calvin Ford, his former coach and longtime mentor who once stood firmly by his side. Outside the courthouse, things spiraled out of control as Tank let his fists fly, leaving fans stunned. Today we dive into one of the most explosive stories in boxing. Tank Davis, the knockout king, back in the spotlight not for his power in the ring but for chaos outside it. Just days after a federal raid uncovered illegal items in his home, Tank's world is spinning, and in a shocking twist, he's now clashing with the very man who helped shape his career, Calvin Ford.
You're right. I mean, I'm like a father figure to a lot of my guys because one thing I did accept to care about the fighters.
So how did things fall apart so quickly? What exactly did the feds uncover in Tank's house, and why did he lash out at the very man who trained him into a champion? Buckle up, because we're breaking down this chaotic story that's tearing apart the Gervonta Davis we thought we knew.
The charger, man. The
charger? Okay. Get anything on you?
I'm at my house.
Okay. I don't know. I'm asking you. Gotta ask you. Who was in the car?
This is my car. She took my car.
Who is she to you?
Right here. My child mother.
Oh, okay. All right. Does she have any weapons?
No.
All right. Just put down your phone for now, sir. What's your name?
15,
Gervonta.
Gervonta. What?
Let's rewind to the moment that triggered this whole chaos, the federal raid. Law enforcement, armed with a warrant, stormed Tank's house and reportedly found more than just a few hidden secrets. They discovered illegal drugs and firearms, not just any guns, but allegedly unregistered ones. This wasn't a random sweep. It was a calculated move by the feds as part of a broader investigation into Tank's personal life and connections.
You gotta make sure he's saying it right.
Known for his tough, no-nonsense attitude, Tank has brushed off scandals before, but this time it was different. The raid triggered a chain reaction that put his entire life and career at risk. Any fighter could be shaken by this kind of pressure, but for Tank, it wasn't just the legal battles. It was the sense of betrayal, the sting of being let down by people he once trusted and admired.
Calvin Ford, what does he mean to you when you hear that name? What does he mean when you first hear that?
A father. Father. And then he's one of the guys that held a lot of this, like this whole family together. Him with Kenny, but for sure, like them two, they held the whole camp together, for sure.
Wouldn't be here without him? Would you say that? Without Calvin?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't be there without him. Just off of the fact of when I was coming to the gym, I was getting that love that I ain't have at home type stuff. So it was always like, Calvin, saying I walked through the gym, Calvin, like looking for him type stuff.
Yeah, he told me he used to come to the gym and you'd be outside, sleep in front of the gym, in front of the door.
Yeah, I used to run from I go to school, and then from school, I go straight to the gym, don't tell my grandma or nothing.
When you hear the name Calvin Ford, what comes to mind? For Tank, it's like hearing father. He was more than a coach, he was family. Along with Kenny, Calvin helped hold the entire camp together, and Tank knows he wouldn't be where he is without him. Walking into the gym as a kid, Tank felt that same kind of love he had at home. It was always Calvin, looking for him the moment he stepped in. Calvin even told him he could come to the gym and sleep outside if needed. Tank would go straight from school to the gym without telling his grandmother, just to be there.
Remember Calvin used to fuss at the guys that was coming up with me, and they was in the streets a lot. He was telling them, like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You gotta be, like, all the way in it.
According to witnesses outside the courthouse, tensions skyrocketed. Tank reportedly began shouting, cursing, and pacing like a predator ready to strike. Calvin Ford tried to calm him, but Tank wouldn't listen, and in an instant, his fist landed squarely on Calvin's face.
And the fighters come to that corner, you got to have some type of answer for them. You have to have some type of answer for them. Make sure you got the right people that you trust to give you the answer.
And this wasn't just a simple slap. Tank hit Ford with the same devastating left hook that once knocked out Frank Martin.
Oh, left uppercut. Down goes Martin! Mamma mia! 6, 7. It's like Tank Davis scripts this stuff.
So what pushed Tank to strike his own trainer? Those close to the situation say it wasn't a single reason. It was a storm of emotions and years of pent-up anger finally exploding. Tank felt betrayed by the people he trusted most. First Floyd, now Calvin. He reportedly learned that Calvin Ford had been in talks with Mayweather Promotions, and Tank saw it as another act of disloyalty.
Another thing I want to touch on is the Floyd situation. You know, Floyd is Floyd. That's like I say, Tank is Tank, man. But at the end of the day, you know, the man is chasing greatness. And you should be supporting that. I always tell you that. You should be supporting that, you know. It's a rocky road that we see what's going on. Just pay attention, man. The story is going to rebuild itself. You know, but again, that's how you burn bridges. Somebody said, they say the true colors of a person is coming out, man. They can't stand it, you know. Calm is the... I don't like using that word calm, you know, but our Lord knows. He knows. He knows. He knows.
To Tank, it must have felt like Calvin was siding with Floyd, going behind his back when he needed support the most. Loyalty means everything to him, so seeing his supposed father figure playing both sides felt like the ultimate betrayal. Rumors swirled that Floyd was constantly trying to control Tank's decisions, while Calvin wanted to guide him. Floyd pushed for total influence over Tank's career, and Tank grew frustrated with the interference. Calvin tried to stay loyal to both, keeping the peace, but little did he know, trying to play the mediator would only make things worse.
So we talked about Tank in the business now. There's talk that he could be leaving Mayweather Promotions. He said he was to Brian Custer that, you know, this is his last fight.
Everybody missing, he's leaving. It's business.
Right, for sure.
If it's good business, we're going to do what? Business.
For sure.
We're not leaving each other. It's just not on contract.
Okay. So you're still going to do business with Mayweather?
Yeah, got you.
Right.
You have to do business. They brothers.
Right.
They brothers. And you got to remember, they the best in boxing. You got Al and Floyd. Come on.
But it's just good. How excited for you for him to have that flexibility?
It's good because Canelo do it. Ron Garcia, not Ron, Garcia did it. It's been done.
Right.
It's been done. You know what I'm saying?
The aftermath of that punch is already making waves. Fans and critics are split. Some say Tank crossed a line. Hitting his mentor in a moment of anger is unforgivable. Others argue he was pushed to his breaking point. Tank is a fighter who has always lived by his own rules, and betrayal is something he doesn't take lightly.
He trusts the people that he put his son around. Did that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
He trusts the people and he don't have any malices of actually trying to move them or separate them from each other.
Calvin Ford definitely took the hardest hit, and no matter who's right or wrong, one thing is clear. This incident has forever changed the relationship between Tank and Ford. Moving forward, Tank has brought in a new trainer, Derek James, who knows how to get the best out of elite fighters. James is no stranger to big names, having coached champions like Errol Spence Jr. and Jamal Charlo. By hiring him, Tank is signaling a new level of training, leaving Ford and their past loyalty behind. James also has a connection to Tank's recent opponent, Frank Martin, and he's been studying Tank closely. But instead of trying to figure him out as an opponent, James is now shaping Tank for his next fight against Lamont Roach.
Y'all gotta watch these guys,
right,
man.
He's a good fighter, yeah.
He was a Golden Gloves champ from Indianapolis, right?
That's right. National Golden Glove champ, yeah.
Yeah, man, and he's got some skills, dog. Like I was like, that's a good one to add to the squad. If you're gonna add one.
How old is he?
I think he's like 26.
Okay.
So he's still young.
Yes, young.
Yeah.
Still, and listen, this thing about it, he's still getting better. He's still, because this is our third fight together. So you gotta understand that, like, once he gets everything I'm telling him, the growth process, he's gonna be amazing. And listen, he may be fighting for a world championship pretty soon. So
I was gonna say I wouldn't mind watching him and
same
Gervonta Davis.
Yeah, the same way.
Yeah. Like
they've sparred before the same way. Yeah, same way.
Oh, they have sparred before?
They sparred before. Yeah.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I went. I wasn't there.
What you think about Gervonta Davis?
I like him. I like him as an individual, man. I like him. I mean, I know him, and I like him. I think it'll be a good fight. I think that Frank matches up pretty well.
Yeah.
But most of the guys that Gervonta, I think, will be probably the
But here's the wildest part. Calvin knows every move Tank makes. They've trained together for years, building strategies, sharpening strengths, and fixing weaknesses. If anyone knows how to beat Tank, it's Calvin. Now, with him part of Mayweather Promotions, he could use that knowledge against Tank, sharing insights with other fighters under Floyd or mentoring a new prodigy set to challenge him. This isn't just a personal split. It's a strategic blow that could come back to haunt Tank in the ring.
Was the first one in the gym, the last one out the gym. Tank used to sit on the ring like this and watch me train him.
How old is he at this point?
He was like 7, 8.
Okay.
A lot of stuff that I was giving my son was giving it to Tank. So it was a perfect fit. Tank was like the family, you know what I'm saying? And he used to sit at the table because I had another kid named Ramon Manning. He liked to play with them guns, you know what I'm saying? And when I lost him, I was hurt because that was my first time losing a fighter that you put so much into. Remember, I said, Tank, my money running out. And he just looked at me and said, believe in me, coach. Believe. That's what did it.
When he said that,
It's still.
Damn.
I don't hear Tank as the day. I hear Tank as that little boy. Believe in me, coach. And he came in the gym one day and he said, Coach, I seen it. I said, what you seen? I had all the belts on me. He said, I'm gonna be that dude. Rest is history.
Damn. I got goosebumps low key. That's kind of crazy.
And if you thought that was all the drama, think again. Tank has hinted for some time that he feels watched, even stalked, by his former promoter, the one and only Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, once Tank's mentor and role model, is now seen as a possible betrayer. Word on the street is that Floyd may have been more involved in Tank's problems than anyone realized. Tank claims Floyd had people tracking him, watching his runs, gathering information on his whereabouts, and even feeding intel to his former opponent, Frank Martin. It sounds like a boxing drama gone wrong. But why would Floyd, the man who once called Tank the future of boxing, do this? Is it jealousy or some twisted form of revenge?
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drop out while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. You know? I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
Rumor has it Floyd isn't too happy about Tank's rising fame and his new massive deal, which reportedly overshadows some of Floyd's own past contracts. For a man used to being the top dog in boxing, seeing Tank's success might have hit a little too close to home.
Set you off that you was like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love and hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him. And I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah.
That deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, that's a part of
deal. He don't know about that yet. But that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing it.
Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
You'll see. It's gonna come out.
And you can bet that after the brawl with Ford, Floyd will do everything he can to make Tank look as bad as possible.
My thing is, I've always been there for him from day one. We had a game plan, and my game plan was to help him become world champion and take things to that next level. And I've always been there for him. And just over the years, you can see I've always been positive, always said great things about him, always pushed him to be great. And, but over the years, it's constantly going on the internet, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd, take a shot at Floyd. Constantly be disrespectful, when all I ever been was respectful to try to help this fighter go as far as he could possibly go. That's all I ever did.
And let's not forget Leonard "Ard" Erbely, who's been with Mayweather Promotions for a long time, always in Tank's corner handling negotiations and hyping up his fights, until he wasn't.
Roger never got Trainer of the Year when Floyd was Fighter of the Year. Yeah. His dad never got Trainer of the Year. So, I've been openly expressing that, and I think it's time that Calvin gets his just due.
But even Leonard couldn't keep this mess under control. He tried to maintain peace between Tank and Floyd, but when things spiraled out of hand, he stepped back.
I just see Gervonta dominating. Honestly, I just feel like he's just a better fighter all the way around. I know Lamont Roach is a better fighter from back then, but I just can't.
However, Ellerbe got caught in the crossfire and suffered a major setback in his career. Floyd fired him as CEO of Mayweather Promotions. And the reason? Let's just say Floyd wasn't happy about Ellerbe attending press conferences with Tank Davis. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our future uploads. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments, and stay tuned for the next video.